History tells us that Daniel Webster was perhaps the greatest orator to ever serve in the United States Senate. But in recent days, the most compelling comments on Capitol Hill have come not from the Senate floor, but before the Judiciary Committee, and not from senators, but from parents whose children were killed by illegal aliens. Listen to Laura Wilkerson. She recounts what happened to her son Joshua on November 16, 2010. And then she says a lot more.
He was beaten, strangled, tortured until he died. He was tied up, thrown in a field, and set on fire. His killer, Hermilo Morales, was brought here illegally by his illegal parents when he was 10 years old, so he fit the dream kid description. He was sentenced to life in prison, which means he'll be 30 years before he's up for parole. He'll be a 49-year-old man who I don't expect to be deported, and I just hope he doesn't come to live in your city. This was our family's 9/11 terrorist attack by a foreign invader, whether you want to recognize it or whether you do not. This government continues to fail or even recognize that we have an issue. Americans are dying daily at the hands of criminals that we don't even know are here. You're officially notified today there's a problem when this happens. You can't deny it any longer. You cannot stand by and ignore our families, our American families. You're elected by Americans, not any other country. You should be for Americans. It's going to take another life lost by a senator, a congressman, the president, even another of today's heroes, someone from Hollywood, before someone in a position moves on this. I urge you, you're in a position to do something about this for Americans. Why are you creating a class of people who seem to say we can't do that? They're not afraid to come here. They're not afraid to traipse across the desert. I've been to the border. Sympathy has never trumped the law in this country, ever. You sympathize with me. Can I go break a federal law? Every one of them here threaten national security because we don't know who they are. They're not scared to stand in line for a handout that every American here has paid into the system for our children, if need be. I don't want the sympathy. I want you to do something about it. Every one of you sitting here is in a position to do something.
Laura Wilkerson did something else yesterday. She spoke glowingly of Donald Trump.
I thank you to Mr. Trump for getting a message out about the nation in 2 minutes that for 4.5 years solidly, Maria Espinoza at the Remembrance Project and countless families like my own have been trying to say for 5 to 6 years. It feels good to be heard, whether you love him or whether you don't. I felt heard.
Trump may have a reputation for being outspoken, but Laura Wilkerson says he's listening to her and others like her. And of course, tomorrow he will visit the border. Unlike so many in politics and so many in the U.S. Senate, Trump says he'll do something about illegal immigration. And it obviously means a lot to Laura Wilkerson and others fed up with illegal immigration. That's why the Donald sits atop the polls, and that's the way I see it. Quick programming reminder, excerpts from my exclusive interview with Mike Huckabee all next week here on Newsmax Prime. In the wide-ranging interview, I asked him if serving as a pastor might preclude service as president, as some have suggested.
There is no job in the world, period, that better prepares a person to understand the frailties and realities of human life than being a pastor.
Mike Huckabee, very gracious, very generous with his time last weekend in Ames, Iowa at the Family Leadership Summit, and you will see that interview in portions all next week right here on Newsmax Prime. If you have some comments for us, we would love to hear from you. You can email us, Facebook us, tweet us, and use our website, newsmaxtv.com/comments. because we'd always love to hear from you. One other note, I will be away from this desk tomorrow night. Rick Blackwell will be here until we get together Friday. Stay brave, stay free, stay tuned.